Hello guys and welcome back to Excel Academy. So today we are going to do 13th question which is for your practice like based on the interviews. So let's see the question today. How does the PI3 kinase or AKT pathway regulate cellular protein synthesis in response to growth factor stimulation? Well guys, this is very direct. If you know what is PI3 kinase and AKT pathway, you can tell the answer. So how it is going to do? So once the growth factor binds, what happens then? So it is going to activate the downstream signaling molecules, which is like in the case of protein synthesis, it is going to be your S6 kinase and EIF4E. If you remember the pathway, like for example, let me show you the figure itself. Now, so this has been taken in the lecture before itself. So if you remember the previous lecture, then you can actually understand over here. So we are talking about the cellular protein synthesis. So it means there is a low amount of amino acids, right? So in this case, what is going to happen is that in the PI3 kinase and AKT pathway, right, over here you can see what is happening. So growth factor binds, dimerizes, your tyrosine kinase gets autophosphorylate, PI3 kinase which has got the SH2 domain goes and binds over here and adds the phosphate group to the PIP2. Okay? Then it becomes PIP3. Then what happens is that all these gets activated. But AKT, right? So we are talking about AKT over here. But it's suppose it is low energy and you want low and you have low amino acids, you want to increase. So that time what will happen? Your mTOR C1 gets activated instead of your mTOR C2, right? So this is getting mTOR C1 getting activated. Now it is going to activate is the A6 kinase, which is meant for the ribosomal protein A6 and the EIF4E, so which is the eukaryotic initiation factor for the translation. So if they're asking about cellular protein synthesis, you need to mention about the A6 kinase and the EIF4E pathway. So this is responsible for your protein synthesis. Okay. So this is something which we have already taken in the lecture, right? And it is talking about the translation. So it is about the protein synthesis. So that's why you guys don't get confused. अगर सपोज मैंने यहाँ पे ये पूछा होता है कि ग्रोथ फैक्टर सिमुलेशन हो रहा है बट we have got the high amount of energy, like so much energy is there, high amount of amino acids are there, then what should happen? So then it is going to have the again growth factor binding, but instead of having the mTOR C1 activated, instead of this you are going to have the alternate pathway. ठीक है? So इससे थोड़ा सा clear हो जाता है कि like what kind of pathway it is going to undertake. So it's not like one molecule or one growth factor is responsible for the stimulation of one kind of pathway. It can have the multiple pathways also. ठीक है? So don't just get confused with this. Study the diagram thoroughly. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं है कि low energy then AMP gate EAC and all. So you need to understand that over here these things are actually inhibiting also. So this means for the inhibition. So आपको ये भी समझना है कि कब कहाँ पे क्या inhibit हो रहा है, क्या activate हो रहा है. Okay, so again I am repeating, if suppose they're asking about the PI3 kinase AKT pathway and the target question is about the protein synthesis, definitely you have to talk about the X-cis kinase. Okay, and which is nothing but your ribosomal protein. So guys, a small assignment for you over here. So whenever you study something, like even if it is my channel or any other channel, if at all you're following, the advice what I'll give is that whenever you study any particular question, ठीक है, जैसे कि for example ये question आज आपने पढ़ा है, आपने you saw this video, so you understood like for PI3 kinase and AKT pathway, and if it is they're asking about cellular proteins, you need to answer this. But along with this, make short notes on the S6 kinase as well as the EIF4E. Okay. Now, when I say that you are going to make short notes, it means that just write at least 2-3 sentences about the S6 kinase. Like, where do you find this? So, of course, it is a ribosomal protein. Okay, but you can just add 2-3 more sentences. Like, you can take it from the Wikipedia also. It is eventually it is going to help you guys. I'm telling you. Always study all these things, like जो भी part होते questions के, study all those things also, because with one question then you are learning another 4-5 concepts. So this is how in a day, if you do like if you suppose watching my 10 videos And if you study all these components also, so in a day with 10 questions, you're studying 50 questions, right? 50 concepts there. And make notes on this also. Okay, कब ये bind करता है? Is it the first initiation factor which comes and binds, or the second or last? क्या है? कौन सा है? What is the sequence of initiation factor binding? So all those make short notes on that. So I hope this is going to help you guys. It's not a college, it's like a request. If you can make short notes on this, it's going to benefit you guys only. So as I said, it's not a college. So I am not there to check upon you guys. Okay, I can just request you. So yeah, it's all for your benefit. So if you agree with me, let me know through your comments, through your likes. So your likes will tell me whether you like the video, whether you are agreeing with me or not. So anyways, it's your choice. All the best, guys. Thank you for listening to this video. If you agree with me, please like the video and subscribe it if you haven't. So till then, take care, stay safe, take vaccines too. Bye bye.